Hey guys, welcome back to my Minecraft world. We are going to show, or I'm going to show you guys how to build my crop farm. I'm only going to build half of it to save time, because it's the same on this side as it is on this side. Let's get started. So, first of all, we're going to need 3.5 stacks of dirt. That's to plant your crops on, either wheat, potatoes, or carrots. And then you're going to need 6.5 stacks of any other type of block. I'm using glass so that both you can see through and see check on your crops, and you can let light in so that your crops will grow. You can use any other type of block, but if it doesn't let light through, you're going to need to place torches on the inside here. Like this. You're going to put torches on these blocks right here. Anyway, so let's get started. This is going to be where your, I've already built this. This is the base of where all your items are going to drop. You're going to collect your carrots in here, or your potatoes or whatever. So you're going to want to go 3 blocks up from one of these, and then make 4 across and 7 back. Really, that's 7. Nope. And like I said, I'm only going to do half of it, because it's the same. Okay, and then you go 3 blocks up again, and you're going to want to go 2 blocks in and go 3 blocks up, because as you can see on here, there's a space, and that's for the water to come down in. And you go 4 blocks out, and then 7 across, and you're going to overhang 1 over here. Just fill all this with dirt. So there you go, you got your 7 blocks by 4 blocks, and that's going to be, if you're doing that on the ground, that's going to be about 4 blocks from the ground. And then for this one again, you just go 3 up, and then you fill all this with you're going to go back one, you're going to leave a gap right here rather than overhanging. And then that's your 3 levels, and for the 4th and final level, just do it again. So each of these platforms are staggered, as you can tell. This one's on that side, this one's on that side, this one's on that side, and that one's on that side. Depending on where your collection pit is, you're going to want to go to the opposite direction first, and then back towards the pit, and then opposite direction and back towards the pit. So now this is just going to be half. You can repeat this on the other side. One thing I just thought of, all the ingredients in there, if you just want to do 1 level of this, just half all those. Anyway, so there's that part. You're going to also want to take, okay, so now you take your other block, and you make a channel down here, and a channel down here. Just put a channel of water beside each one of the crops. And the tricky part is you're gonna want a block right there and a block right there. So that's gonna be also right here and right here. So if you're on each of the levels, when it's going this direction, you're going to have your source block right here, and then it's going to flow all the way to the end. And there will be another block of water right here, but you don't want that. You want that blocked off. Otherwise, it will be interfered with by the flush of water coming down to wash out the crops. This water here is going to be to fertilize your crops. So put your funnels in here, as I call them, or tunnels, or whatever you want to say. You can cover these if you want. You don't really need to, but yeah. So you've got your end caps on each of these guys. So in each one of these, you're gonna have 7 blocks, and then 2 end caps just beside each one of your things. And the way the water is gonna flow is it's gonna flow from here down, and then from here down, then from here down, and from here down. And that is important. That makes sure that it doesn't get interfered with by the water flow coming down to flush out all this stuff. Because what the water is going to do is it's going to start here, flush it, drop down a block, go this direction, drop down a block, 2 blocks actually, 2 blocks across and into your collection basin. And you can put hoppers down here if you want. That's just an extra resource thing. But for now, you've got your 4 levels, and then you're gonna want to go up 1 from each of these and go around each of your levels so that the water doesn't run down the sides. You don't need this. Actually, you are going to need to cover each one of these so that the water doesn't run into them. Yeah. So just put a ring of blocks around each one of these guys. You don't need the corner blocks. So that's 2 of them, and then the top one. Put my fingers on the wrong keys. Here's the top one, and then above the water right here, and then the bottom one. Forgot about that. Doesn't matter what order you do these in, as long as you get them all. Just make sure that there's no possible way for the water to flow anywhere that you don't want it to. I'm just taking out all the extra blocks here. Okay, so it looks kind of confusing maybe, but each one of these is pretty much just a cell. You're gonna have your crops planted in here, and then at this point you can test to make sure that you've got it all right. Put some more blocks right here, just 1 layer up, 4 blocks across, and then put your water right here and watch the flow and make sure it goes right. See, the problem here is I messed up where to forgot to put the gap. And you're going to want a gap on each one of these. And it comes down again. And there's your water, and then here's your other gap. And there you go. Now it looks kind of tricky. See how these are slanted upwards now? It's just a visual bug. It's not really flowing into it. If it was, then it would start flowing backwards, and that would be a bad thing. If you look closely, you can see that the flow is going towards this direction. There you go. That's technically all you need to do this. And you can just put like a ladder up here to access the water, turn it on and off, and then plant your crops and such. But as you can see, it's a little ugly. If you make these with like iron blocks or something, it might look good. But what I did is I just continued, made a complete wall around it. Oh, daytime. Okay. I just made a complete wall like this, just filled in all of this stuff. Oh, the glass is hard to see with the light. You've got your stuff there, and then like that. That would be the wall. And then you would just continue that down. But you don't need that. And if you do that with solid blocks, there wouldn't be any light on the inside. But so yeah, there you go. I will show you, however, how to do the automatic version. You just bring these blocks out so that you put the water above this first block right here, like this. It still works. And then you take 4 blocks like this, 1 block above. You're just going to put pistons facing downwards, like so. Get rid of these. And then you're going to take 4 of any other block that's you can put redstone on, and you put those next to the pistons like this. You can still reach the crops down here to plant. Anyway, then you take your 4 repeaters and 4 redstone dust, and then another block on the side, and then you just power this redstone dust in any way you wish, and that will just close off the water, and it starts running back down, as you can see. And then you just, like what I would do is I would bring this out actually, and then put some redstone dust right here, and put one of those there, and then make a tower like this. And then make a redstone ladder. Oops. Like that. You put a torch there, torch there, torch there, torch there, torch there. Just a torch on each one of these blocks, and then turns that off, and then that's like that. And you can put a lever on this block here, and you can control it from the ground. So now the water's coming, and then the water should stop. So now it's stopping. Anyway, yeah, it's just a extension to make it semi-automatic, so you don't have to climb up here all the time to get rid of the water and put it back. But one drawback is you have to load it from the top if you're going to farm, or if you're going to use it a lot. You have to come up here every time and replant. You won't have to re-hoe because the water will preserve the farm ground. I'm just gonna do that. And you can just come in here and you can plant them like this. And I'll show you in a minute how it sweeps out all this. One other problem is you're gonna have to keep a hoe with you when you come up here, because when you drop down, it'll untill one of the blocks. And that's not quite so enjoyable, but every build has its drawbacks. So yeah, let's say those carrots are fully grown. Just flip your switch and wait. And as you can tell, it just sweeps them all out. Another drawback to using glass, though, is sometimes it'll the items will glitch through the block and they'll just fall down to the side. But most of them keep going. And here they come. They are really slow on this block, but they will go through. For another design that I'm going to do, I'm going to have a water source. I'm going to have all of these flow one direction so that they all come down this side. So it only takes the time for it to go through this once, rather than the top level having to go through every one of these levels to get down to you. It's just going to be a big swoop and just swoop it all down at one time. And so that's going to be a different video. We can turn off the water now because the carrots are almost here. And you can either just do this and pick them up, or you can go for a swim. Like I said, you can use hoppers. So the one side of this is going to be, well, the two sides is going to be 224 blocks of dirt, which is going to be 224 crops. With carrots, that's 2 to 3 carrots per, so multiply 224 by 2 or by 3, and that's how much you get per farm. And it's starting to rain, so I believe that's my cue to end the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.